great question. Returns are a big pain point in any e-commerce business, and anything you can do to reduce the number of returns will help your business and help your margins and also help your customer experience. And if you think about returns, quite often it's because a customer made a purchase but they didn't ask all the questions up front, or maybe didn't get all their answers up front. So that's where you can use stuff like our AI agent to answer those questions quickly and also with the correct context and information. So a customer might have a question about the products, what shape it is, size, how it operates. They're all questions before purchase, but also post-purchase. Quite often a customer can get something and they're unsure how it works or how they operate it, and if they don't get an answer quickly, that can lead to a return, and returns just are expensive. They cost your business. So anything you can do to reduce them helps your overall margins. Yeah, the other thing about returns, obviously they're expensive to your business, but also when a product gets returned, the box can be damaged. There could be even little minor marks on the product. Like, it's not just a case of simply taking that product, restocking it, and selling it again, right? So it's a kind of double whammy. You lose the sale, but not often can you, or sometimes you're not able to resell that product either. You also have the carbon footprint. For a lot of brands who would be very conscious in terms of their carbon footprint and would have kind of a green ethos, every time you return, that's another return product that sometimes has to be shipped or flown overseas, or it's going to have to be delivered back to you. So that's a kind of carbon cost that's happening with all those returns as well. So anything you can do to reduce that helps your business, but also helps the planet. Yeah, the other thing you should be looking at, and you'd be surprised that a lot of e-commerce businesses aren't aware of why returns are happening. Like, what is the root cause? Okay, so why are they happening? And again, within eDesk, we surface that data because we have access to all that data, why your products are being returned, what's happening. So quite often it could be a product defect. So you might have a product which is selling really well going out the door, but you have a high level of returns, which actually quite often leads to bad reviews. So it's an overall negative experience. But you as a business is looking at sales and saying, that's great, that product line is going really well. But quite often actually it's there in the data, right? So that's where your customer support team and indeed eDesk surface those root causes. So is it a product defect? Is it a problem with one of your carriers, right? Is one of your carriers causing slow deliveries, which is actually causing a lot of returns as well? So understanding those root causes so you can fix them, so that will lower your return rate. But again, that's a better customer experience. So that's, again, quite often, you'd be surprised how often e-commerce businesses don't put the kind of customer at the heart of the business, which they should. When you start doing that and speaking to your customer support team and using products like eDesk to surface that data, you can start fixing those root cause problems, and that helps your overall growth cycle. Yeah, where eDesk can really help here is in how we help you in pre-sales queries. So eDesk automatically tags pre-sales queries as they come into our inbox. We identify them and we also prioritize them. So if a customer support agent's within our inbox, they can see pre-sales questions. They're filtered differently, so that they know they should act on them quickly and respond quickly, because we know the quicker you respond to a pre-sales question, not only does it help conversion, but it will also help reduce that return rate, right? Because the customer's getting the answer quickly. And our AI agent can even help with that further, because our AI agent is plugged into your product feeds, into your content, into your order data. So it has all the context and all the data, which a human agent, no matter how well they know your business, might not have all that context. So an agent has that, or AI agent will have that, and can respond within minutes to those pre-sales questions. So someone's on your website, someone sends you an email, someone sends you something over your social media channels, our AI agent can jump on that, respond instantly, but also with all the accurate information, because it has access to all that data, your product feed, the order data, your customer context. So yeah, that's a real benefit in terms of eDesk in that angle. Yes, marketplaces, it's even more important. On marketplaces, what will happen if you're a low trust seller? What I mean by low trust seller, if you're slow in terms of responding to your messages that come in via your marketplace channels, if you don't meet SLAs, if you get bad review ratings, essentially what marketplaces will do, they'll automatically refund a product with no questions asked. So if I, as a consumer, look for a refund, they won't even go to you as a seller. They'll just issue it, and you have to deal with that. And obviously, can be very damaging to your business. So that's why it's really, really important in marketplaces, in particular on Amazon, to get that high trust. And how do you get that high trust? You respond to messages quickly, you meet your SLAs, you're proactive, you have good review feedback ratings. So it's actually essential on marketplaces, because if you're not a high trust seller, again, the marketplace will just issue refunds without even querying anything with you, and that's not a good place to be as a seller.